Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter number 3. The lessons we're going to cover today are greatest common number, least common factor, GCF and LCM word problems, and scientific notation. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on the chapter number 3. Let's just start with the lesson that is greatest common factor. What is the greatest common factor of 3 and 12? The greatest common factor is the largest whole number, that is the factor of two or more numbers. So how do we find the greatest common factor? We need to write down the prime factorization of each numbers. So the prime factors of 12 are 2 times 2 times 3. So the prime factors of 3 are 3. The only common factor of 3 and 12 is 3. So the greatest common factor is 3. Got it? So you need to find the greatest common factor for both the numbers. You have to do the prime factorization. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the greatest common factor of 4 and 12? Let's just write down the prime factors of 4 and 16. Okay, so the prime factors of 4 are they are 2 times 2, right? And then the prime factors of 16 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So the common factor are 2 times 2 and 2 times 2. That is 4. So the GCF, the greatest common factor is 4. Got it? So the correct option is one, that is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the greatest common factor of 8 and 16? So, which is the correct option? Write down the prime factors of 8 and 16. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, and 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. So, the GCF, the common factors are 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. So, GCF is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. The GCF is 8. What is the GCF of 9 and 16? Which is the correct option? The prime factors of 9 are 3 times 3, and the prime factors of 16 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So the only common factor between them is 1. So that means the greatest common factor is 1, right? What is the greatest common factor of 6 and 14? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 2. The greatest common factor between 2 and 14 is 2. 6 and 14 is 2. What is the greatest common factor of 4 and 20? So, which is the correct option? That is 4. The greatest common factor of 4 and 20 are 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the greatest common factor of 8 and 2? That is 2. The correct option is 2. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. The next lesson is least common multiple. What is the least common multiple of 6 and 3? Now we have to find the least common multiple. So the least common multiple is the smallest whole number. That is the multiple of two or more numbers, right? So we need to write again the prime factors of both the numbers. So the prime factors of 6 are 2 times 3 and the prime factors of 3 are 3. So here you have to write down the common multiple and the non-common multiples. Right? The common multiple here is 3 and the non-common multiple is 3. You need to multiply the common and non-common multiples. So that is 2 times 3. The correct option is 6. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the least common multiple of 6 and 12? Let's just write down the prime factors of 6 and 12. The prime factors of 6 are 2 times 3. The factors of 12 are 2 times 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is the common multiple, right? And the non-common multiple is 2. Basically, for the LCM, you have to multiply the common multiples of both the numbers and non-common multiples. So that is 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 times 2 is 12. So the correct option is 12. The least common multiple of 6 and 12 is 12. Got it? What is the least common multiple of 11 and 6? What are the least common multiple of 11 and 6? 11 is a prime number. If you have one number is prime and the other one is the composite number, the simple thing you have to find the LCM is simply multiply both the numbers because one of them is the prime number. You have to do 11 times 6, so that is 66. Because a prime number and a composite number don't have any common multiple, so you simply have to multiply them for LCM. That is 11 times 6 is 66. What is the least common multiple of 6 and 9? Least common multiple of 6 and 9. Let's just write down the prime factors of 6 and 9. The prime factors of 6 are 2 times 3, and for the 9, they are 3 times 3. So, for the LCM, you have to multiply the common multiples, that is the common multiple and the non-common multiples. 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 times 2 is 18. So, the least common multiple of 6 and 9 is 18. Okay, the correct option is 18. What is the least common multiple of 4 and 12? 4 and 12. The least common multiple of 4 are 2 times 2, and for 12, that is 2 times 2 times 3. So, their LCM is the common multiples multiplied by non-common multiples. 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 3 is 12. So, the LCM is 12. The correct option is 12. Let's just move on to next one. What is the least common multiple of 6 and 9? So 7 is again a prime number. So when you have to find the least common multiples with a prime number and a composite number, you simply have to multiply them. That is 42. The correct option is 42. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the least common multiple of 12 and 9? So the prime factors of 12 are 2 times 3, and then the prime factors of 9 are 3 times 3. So the common multiples are 3 times 3, that is 3. The non-common multiples are 2 times 3. They all are the non-common multiples. That is 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 4 is 36. So the least common multiple of 12 and 9 is 36. So the correct option is option number 1, that is 36. What is the least common multiple of 11 and 10? 11 times 10 is 110. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the common multiple of 5 and 10? So the common multiple of 5 and 10, for you have to write down the prime factors of 5 and 10. Prime factors of 5 are 1 times 5, and the prime factors of 10 are 2 times 5. So the common multiple is 5 and the non-common multiple is 2, so their LCM is 10. The correct option is 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the least common multiple of 2 and 8? That is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the least common multiple of 9 and 3? That is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the least common multiple of 8 and 5? 48 is 8 times 5 is 40. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. GCF and LCM board problems. Let's just start with the test questions. You can have a look on the tutorial by yourself later today. They are already solved. So let's just start with the test questions. That is, Makki has 15 forks and 10 knives to place in silverware holders at the fast food restaurant where she works. She wants to distribute them equally with no fork or knives left over. What is the greatest number of silverware holders Makki can stock? So you have to find a greatest common factor. Got it? Because you need to find a greatest number. So you need to find a greatest common factor. So for the greatest common factor, you need to write there prime factors. So the prime factors of 15 and 10 are 5 times 3 and 5 times 2. So the greatest common factor for both the numbers are 5. So GCF is 5. The correct option is 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? That is 5 silverware holders. Option number 1 is the correct option. Ariel and Sadie are training for a marathon. Ariel runs 3 kilometers at a time, while Sadie prefers to run in blocks of 9 kilometers. At the end of the month, they realize that they have run same total number of kilometers. What is the smallest number of kilometers that each must have run? So, which is the correct option? You have to do, you need to find the least common multiple, right? Let's just write down the common factor, the prime factors of 3 and 9. So the common factor is 3 and the non-common factor is also 3. So the LCM is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Rick wants to display 20 photos and 10 drawings he owns in group, with each group having the same combination of photos and drawings and none left over. What is the greatest number of groups Rick can display? You need to find the greatest common number. So the greatest common number is 10 groups. Option number 1 is the correct option. Jasper Stationery sells cards in packs of 9 and envelopes in packs of 7. If Herschel wants the same number of each, what is the minimum number of cards that he will have to buy? That is 63. 9 times 7 makes 63. Option number 1 is the correct option. Carmen buys strawberry gum in pack of 12 pieces and blueberry gum in packs of 6 pieces. If Carmen wants to buy the same amount of each of the gum, what is the smallest number of pieces of each flavor that she must buy? So, which is the correct option? That is 6 pieces. Option number 1 is the correct option. Oh, 12 pieces. Sorry, we had right. Smallest common multiple, that is 12. Martin Sports sell golf tees in pack of 5. Meanwhile, Vivian's Gear sells them in packs of 7. If both shops sold the same number of golf tees this week, what is the smallest number of teas each could have sold? The correct option is 35. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 7 math. The chapter we were working on is number 3. The lessons we have covered today are greatest common multiple, least common multiples, GCF, and LCM word problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.